What we have here is the SAFR camera on the upper left. And this camera is such that the video is being processed directly on the camera. So it's got a 5 megapixel camera. Video is being processed directly off the sensor, and the face images are being cropped out, and recognition is being performed locally on the camera on that high quality face image that's uncompressed off of the sensor. In the bottom is an RTSP feed from the axis camera. As you can see, they're both approximately the same view or field of view. The axis camera, we are pulling the RTSP feed over to SAFR software, and we're processing that feed in SAFR software. So what we get is we've not applied a lot of compression, but it's still a RTSP compressed feed being processed in software. But there's other differences between the SAFR camera and the processing of the video on the axis camera. The significant difference being that in addition to the fact that the video is processed locally, uncompressed, it's also the nature of the SAFR camera, which is purpose-built for facial recognition. So the camera adjusts exposure dynamically based upon faces in the scene. So it's we're basically adjusting the shutter speed and the aperture of the camera to optimize the lighting on the face. Whereas with the axis camera, these are typically taking, or third-party cameras are typically taking multiple exposures from every frame, and then taking those multiple exposures and combining the pixels together to create an image that is overall well lit on the scene, as opposed to SAFR, which is prioritized on lighting for the face. Finally, there's one more camera view that we have, and which is still the SAFR camera, but it's processed in software. So we pull the RTSP feed off of SAFR camera and process in software. So I'm going to walk through the scene for each of these, for all these three cameras. On the right, you're going to also see events appear, and we'll talk about those events and show the images that are captured off those events later to further highlight the difference between the cameras. So if I turn around and just start walking, you'll see I'm recognized almost immediately with the SAFR camera, both the direct onboard feed and the RTSP feed from the SAFR camera. We can see that right here at the end, I get recognized by the axis camera with a partial recognition. The light blue means a lower confidence match. And you're going to see the difference in the image that we get off of each of the cameras in the event that I show you in a little bit. But I'm going to do one more walkthrough. I'll turn around, and this time I'll be a little bit more cooperative. I'm putting my face further directly in front. And you can see I've now have a higher confidence or earlier match with the axis camera, but didn't quite get to the 100% match confidence